Ayodhya Kand, chapter number 91. We're discussing the chapter in which Bharadvaja entertains Bharata and his troops. In the same time, he has already tested Bharata with a beautiful palace with a resplendent throne, but Bharata passes the test by installing Rama mentally on the throne, and Bharata himself occupies the position of the minister. And we are going to see a continuation of those wonderful ways in which Bharadvaja entertains Bharata and the rest of his army. Verse 51. Shim Shapa Amalaki Jambur Yahcha Anya Kanane Lata Malati Mallika Jatir Yascha Anya Kanane Lata Pramada Vigraham Kritva Bharadvaja Ashrame Avasan. Shimshipa, Amalaki, Jambu, and other forest trees, the Malati, Mallika, Jaji, and other woodland creepers, turned themselves into lovely damsels and said to the assembled multitudes. Verses 52 and 53. Suram surapa pibhata payasam cha bhubukshita Mamsani cha sumedhyani bhaksyantam yavad ichchata. We are here for you to enjoy us as much as you like. Votaries of the wine cup, just have a taste of these rare liquors. O hungry men, have your fill of our payasa and pure meats. Verse 54. Utsadya snapayanti sma nadi tireshu valgashu api ekam purusham pramadha saptacha ashtacha. Every man of them was taken in charge by 7 or 8 ladies who anointed him with rare essences and oils and gave him a fine bath. Verse 55. Samvahant Samapetur Naryo Ruchira Lochana Parimrijya Tatha Nyayam Payayanti Vara Angana. The women with beautiful eyes massaged his limbs, dressed him in gay apparel and ornaments, and made him drink on the sly. Verse 56. Hayan Gajan Kharan Ushtram Tathaiva Surabhe Sutan Abhojayan Vahana Pastesham Bhojyam Yatha Vidhi. The keepers sumptuously fed the elephants, horses, camels, mules, and bulls. Verse 57. Ikshum cha madhu jalam cha bhojayanti sma vahanan ikshvaku vara yodhanam chodayanto mahabala. The animals belonging to the exceedingly strong and illustrious warriors, the descendants of King Ikshvaku, were fed sumptuously with sugar canes, fried rice mixed with honey, and other favorite delicacies by those whom the Maharishi deputed to take care of them. Verse 58. Na ashva bandho ashvam ajana na gajam kunjara graha matta pramatta mudita chamuh satatra sambhabhav. The keepers and grooms of horses and elephants that followed the army lay in a supremely blissful state of inebriation and knew not cared what became of their charges. Verse 56. Tarpita sarvaka maite rakta chandana rushita apsaro gana samyukta sainya vacham udarayan. The countless hosts of Bharata had enough and more of enjoying the dainty viands, drinks, garments, ornaments, pastes, perfumes, reeds, and what else their hearts craved. Apsaras like lambent lightning among the clouds loaded them with attentions and favors. They lost all self-control and exclaimed in the abandonment of their joy. Verse 60. Na evam ayodhyam gamishyamo na gamishyama dandakan kushalam bharatasya astu ramasya astu tatha sukham. May all good go with Bharata. Hail Rama. We will not go back to Ayodhya nor forward to Dandaka. Let our masters please themselves. So many Ayodhya Vasis began the quest with the intention of bringing Rama back to Ayodhya. But temporarily they saw some happiness, some manufactured happiness, and they completely forgot their quest. They absolutely forgot. So this was not really a pleasure, it was actually a test by Sage Bharadvaja. So these multitudes of pleasures were actually taking the people away from Lord Rama and Bharata. So much of material opulence is not good. And towards the end of this chapter, we will see how Bharata behaves. Verse 61. Iti padat yodha cha hasti ashva aroha bandaka anatha tam vidham labdhva vacham etam udayrayan. The foot soldiers, keepers, and grooms clean forgot that they had anyone over them and roared in wild chorus, transported with what they saw, heard, and enjoyed. Verse 62. Samprahishta venudha te nara tatra sahasrasha bharatasya anuyatar svarge ayam iti cha abruvan. Some called out, "Here, my friends, this is Svarga. These are the mansions of the blessed." Verse 63. Nrityanti sma hasanti sma gayanti sma cha sainika samantat paridhavanti malyopeta sahasrasha. Some laughed uproariously all the while without any visible reason therefore. Some sang fitfully, some danced and capered about, some ran hither and thither, decked in wreaths and garlands. Verse 64. Tato bhuktavatam tesham tad annam amrita upamam divyan udvikshya bhakshyam tan abhavad bhakshani mati. They ate until they could eat no more, but their mouth watered when they looked again at the delicious wines, drinks, and confections. Verse 65. Preshya chetya cha vadbha cha balastha chapi sarvashah babhuva te brisham tripta sarve cha ahata vasasa. Servants, retainers, soldiers' wives, and camp followers rejoiced beyond measure at the new and gorgeous garments they were dressed in. Verse 66. Kunjara cha kara ushtra cha go ashva cha mriga pakshina babhuva shubritha tatra na anyo hi anyam akalpayat. Elephants, mules, camels, horses, and other birds and beasts brought by the troops for sport knew no bounds to their joy and were very full thanks to the splendid hospitality of Bharadvaja. Verse 67. Na ashuklavasa tatra asit kshudito malino apiva rajasa dvashta kesho va nara kaschid adrishyata. There was no one in that vast multitude hungry or faint or dusty or unadorned with garments of spotless white. Verses 68 and 69. Ajay cha picha vara hair nishtana vara sanchayai fala niryuha samsiddhai super gandharasa anvitai. Pushpadhvaja vatih purna shuklasya annasya cha abhita dadrushur vismita tatra nara lauhi sahasrasha. Great was the wonder of everyone at the sight of those white hills of boiled rice decorated with numberless wreaths, meat, High-class condiments, fruits preserved in sugar and honey, curious preparations of boiled pulse of various kinds, fragrant extracts and juices. Verse 70. Bhabuvur vana parshveshu kupa payasa kardama tahcha kama dugha gavo druma cha asin maduschyata. Numerous wells flanked the forest, brimming with payasa. The cows that ranged therein streamed with milk. The trees rained honey. Verse 71. Vapya maireya purnah cha mrishta mamsa chairvrata pratapta pitharai chapi marga mayur kaukutai. Pools of Myreia were surrounded by hillocks of curiously prepared meat of deer, peacock, fowl, geese, and other creatures, served steaming hot in huge pots. Verse 72. Patrinam cha sahasrani shatakumbhayani cha sthalya kumbhya karambhya cha dadi purna sasumskrita Yauvanastasya gaurasya kapitasya sugandhina. The ground was covered with innumerable articles of dinner service, all of beaten gold. Millions of goblets, jars, casks, and jugs were filled to overflowing with curds. Verses 73 and 74. Hrida purna rasalasya dadna shvetasya cha apare babhuvu payasasya ante sharkaraya cha samchaya kalkam churna kashyama cha snanani vividhani cha dadrushur bhajanastani tirteshu saritam nara. Large lakes ran over with rasala, some with curds, some with payasa, some with churned whey. Sweet cakes were piled near them as condiments to give point to the drinks. Pastes, powders, decoctions, oils, hot water in huge cauldrons invited the passers-by to bathe at the river fords. Verses 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Shuklan amshumata chapi danta dhavana samchayan Shuklam chandana kalkam cha samugdeshu avatishtata Darpanam parimrishtam cha vasasam chapi samchayan Paduka upanaham chaiva yugman yatra sahasrasha Anjani kankatan kurcham chatrani cha dhanumshi cha Marma tranani chitrani shayanani asanani cha Pratipana hridan purnan khara ushtra gaja vajinam Avagahya sutirtam cha hridan sa utpala pushkaran Nila vaidurya varnam cha mridun yavasa samchayan Nirvapa artam pashunam te dadrashu tatra sarvashaha. Medicated toothbrushes, pots of sandal, ointments to be used after the bath, bright mirrors, costly robes, ivory clogs, shoes, boots, tiny boxes of collyrium, combs for the hair, the beard, the whiskers, and the mustaches, flashing weapons such as are affected by warriors, bows, armor, beds, and seats lay neatly arranged in boundless profusion. Spacious tanks full to the brim with sweet crystal water for the elephants, horses, and other animals to drink from when they are fed were constructed in various places with broad and comfortable fords leading down to the water. There were other sheets of water, clear as the sky and sweet as nectar, that tempted the beholders to bathe and disport themselves amidst the lotuses and lilies that carpeted them. Verdant lawns were there, waving with soft and sweet grass for the cattle to graze. Verse 80. Vyasmayanta manusyaste swapnakalpam tad adbhutam drishtva atityam kritam tadrig bharatasya maharshina. All wondered mightily when they beheld the yogic power of Bharadvaja bring down on earth in a moment the rare and numerous elements that contributed to entertain Bharata and his army. Marvelous as dream pictures, baffling all words, all thought, and all so beautifully adapted to everyone's wants and desires. Verse 81. Iti evam ramamananam devanam iva nandane Bharadvaja ashrame ramye sa ratrir vyatya vartata. Like the celestials amusing themselves in Nandana, the garden of heaven, Bharata's retinue and troops spent the night in the Maharishi's ashrama in a long spell of delight. Verse 82. Prati jagmuh cha ta nadyo gandharva cha yata agatam Bharadvajam anugnapatah cha sarva vara angana. At last the heavenly caterers took respectful leave of the sage, Gandharvas, Apsaras and the Naiads. Verse 83. Tathaiva matta madira utkata nara Tathaiva divya aguru chandana ukshita Tathaiva divya vividha shrag uttama Pritak prakirna manujay pramardita. The grand entertainment did not vanish into airy nothing. The guests continued to experience, even after the feast, the same sensations of pleasure and delight that they felt during it. The full-fed epicures, the determined heroes that never turned their back upon wine as long as there was a spark of intelligence in them, the peripatetic repositories of fragrant pastes and rare perfumes, and the living trees hid beneath sweet-scented wreaths and garlands, the earth was strewed far and near with flowers. So this is a description of the wonderful, magnificent feast that Sage Bharadvaja gives to Bharata and his troops. And you can see that the troops are obviously affected. They were very happy when they had lots and lots of things to drink and had beautiful women serve them, and there was lots of meat, and you can see that the troops were definitely affected. So much so that they didn't even want to go into the Dandaka forest to bring back Rama, to entreat Rama to return to Ayodhya. However, in the beginning of the next chapter, we will see how Bharata behaves to the same situation. So we might think that this particular feast was just a grand gesture on Bharadvaja Muni's part. However, he was also testing out people. And Bharata, being the staunch follower of Lord Rama, passes on with flying colors. And others realize their mistake and follow him into the forest. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunapte Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.